So this is a leather pouch I did last time, and I wanted it to make it a little bit bigger. As you can see, it can open, and I use snaps and rivets. For the tools, I'm gonna use a knife to cut the leather. You can also use like any type of knife really. It's better to use small knives, as this one is a really bad knife. I bought it off of Amazon because I had $10 to spare, but I really don't recommend it. It's really hard to open, and I cut myself the first time I opened it, so I don't recommend it at all. But the thing I like is their small blade. It has three small blades and it's from Imperial. You'll need a hook awl, some ropes, an awl to punch the holes, a pencil, a mallet or something to hit the snaps on, to install the snaps. I made this mallet myself, it's really easy. I'm gonna be using this Amazon snaps and rivets kit. And a piece of paper to make the outline. So I forgot to say scissors, to put scissors on the list, but yeah, I recommend more scissors than a knife. I tried using it with a knife, but it ripped to cut the outline with it. So yeah, I really recommend using scissors. And so yeah, you just cut it, try to make it as neat as possible so that the leather is as good. I tried to make the neck of the bag, not the of the pouch, not that tall. And yeah, I'm just trying to make it as good as possible. And I throw my trash. Now with the pencil, I'm gonna outline the thing that I cut, the pouch. First, try to do it a little bit light. Try to get it the entirely outlined, but very light. And then you just do it stronger, stronger. After you take out the piece, that way it's much easier. Here's where I'm saying that using a small knife is better. It's easier to cut corners and curves, but it's a little bit hard to go through thick leather, so it's a trade-off. Then I forgot to record this, but you fold it in half and then you fold it in half like upside out so that the smooth part is in the inside and the rougher part is in the outside. Then you cut it in half and try to make it as even as possible. Anything that's extra, you just cut it off later. Now we're gonna punch the holes with the awl. Start by doing from 6 to 10 holes, and then after you sew them, you go for the next one. Now this with the hook awl. This I learned from a YouTube channel called Bomb Hansler. He's explaining it much better than me, but I'll try to explain it. You go through with the hook awl, you attach the string to it and pull one half through it. You do it again, as you see with the little barb. You pull the string through, make a loop, and then with the other piece of rope, you just go through it, through the loop. You pull the thread, and then you just pull the loop and the other. And you try to hide the knot between the leather. It's a very it's very easy to learn, and it only takes practice to get the hand of it. So I'm gonna do this with each and every single hole. I go through it, I attach some ropes, I pull it, I make the loop, I grab the other and then pull the loop, make it tight, and try to hide the knot. Like this, you repeat and repeat and repeat until the end. Just be careful with your fingers, because if you try to go hard on it, you might just stick it in your finger, and you don't want that. So like that, you go all the way around, and when you reach around this point, you want to end there at the beginning of the neck, so that you can be able to flip it. So more of the same. I forgot to say that the side that you're gonna make the loop on needs to be the longer one. You need to make it so like there's more on the side of the loop than on the side of just the other piece. Then I use switch I just flip it this way, and then I just try to do it like shoes. Really, this part I really don't have a very good method of doing, so I just try this. It's not very good, and I wanna try to find another way to do it. But now I'm gonna use this Amazon kit that I bought. It was like $20 and it came with a lot of pieces. So here you can see you have gold, silver, like copper, then like a very metallic one. Then you have this piece that's gonna be like your anvil. You have your tools. This is to close the snap. You'll see later. It's convex, so it has a point. This is concave, that has it's like a little hole on it. And then the other one is for making the holes as a punch. It has a little hole in it, and this is what we're gonna use to do the snaps. So for the snaps, I'm gonna use this one, that's the shiny part, and you're gonna use the actual snap there. So this thing works as pairs, so you always need two, and this goes in through the inside. Then you grab the larger of these. I think it's called a stud. Oh no, there's a shorter one, sorry. And then you grab the longer one, that's the stud. No, the post, I think. It's a little bit longer. There you go. Now here, you need I tried to do it on the video so that I can demonstrate, but you actually need to hit it a little bit harder. I out of the camera I hit it harder, but here you use the one with the hole to make the punch. You hit it there, and you need to hit it a little bit harder as I said. You try to go do it through both layers, that way it's even. So you hit it. It can be a hammer or like this mallet that I did. Then with the holes done, you grab the shiny part, that's the one it's gonna show, and it goes through the outside. And then it has a little neck, and you put the snap inside, and that neck is gonna fill up the snap. And with that, you use the convex, the one with the points, and you're gonna hit it so that it gets squashed or squished. Sorry. So you hit it. As I said, you need to hit it not that hard so that you don't break the equipment, but you need to hit it a little bit harder. And then you grab the longer part, it's going to be in the outside, in the back. You see here the longer one, and then you put it there, and then the stud, the smaller one, goes in the inside and it covers it. Then you use the concave tool. So you put your little piece of metal there that comes with the kit, grab the concave one, and make sure that the hole goes inside of the stud. If not, you're gonna just squash it and you're gonna have a squashed snap. And here you go. So this is a very nice kit for beginners. As me, I'm a beginner. I really don't know what's that side on the corner, so I need to search that up later, but it's a really cool kit. As you see, I have done some projects. It's not very hard, so like if you want it for really hard projects, you really can't because it opens really easy. Well, here is for an old timer to make spoons and letters and wooden stuff. This is a sheath. Here's another one that I use for I put there my two small knives, the Imperial one that it is really bad. I really don't recommend it, and the other one I got for Christmas. And you see, then you have there your an X sheath or a hatchet sheath. As I said, it's really not that strong, but it's alright, and it gives you a lot of snaps. And here are the two pouches. You see the other one I used like the copper one or the older button. And here is something really cool I really liked, and I made this is for the earbuds so that you don't get them tangled. It's really easy. In a next video, in a later video, I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's really easy. Here I made it a little bit big. Thank you.